This candle's really hot.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ghost
Frickin'
Talking. That's right. This is Ghost Frickin' Talking. We are a paranormal podcast / YouTuber coming to you live tonight. A live special. How about that, everybody? Oh, look at that. We got people putting in links in the chat for our YouTube channel. So thank you very much for whoever's out there helping. But we are here tonight to actually be talking about the Conjuring house live.
Dude, this is awesome. Like, it's so cool to, like, I've probably watched The Conjuring like 1,000 times because it's a really good movie to begin with.
All right, guys. So it looks like they call it quits very early tonight for the actual whatever they're doing in the house. Whether they're calling it investigations, but today it seemed like it was more interviews than anything.
Which you pay. Okay, yeah, you pay for, like, this is kind of like a convention almost. You know, like what do you technically count it as a convention because you're getting interviewers with it, and then you get to paid for what you are looking for. You're coming for the action. You want to see some stuff being thrown, people pulling their hair up and tossed around and everything. That's what you want.
Welcome, Winter Bricker is in the chat. How are you doing tonight? But yeah, if you guys have not, make sure to subscribe here on YouTube, and also make sure to subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts, because we'll be releasing this via podcast tomorrow. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, for all the people that are new today, welcome to Ghost Frickin' Talking. We do release a weekly podcast, and this is a one-off kind of a thing where, we were just thinking, let's get on here and see what everybody else's thoughts were on this Conjuring event. The chat just flies by. If you guys are in the chat room on the Dark Zone, that chat just flies. And there's troll. It's like Troll City. I seen a lot of chatterbait links put up there. Some what is it? What do they call it? My vids or something like that. A lot of porn links being thrown in the chat. So obviously there must not be a what do you want to call it? A chat monitor out there.
There's no chat monitor.
There's been people out there that actually don't believe. All right, this is what I don't get. Okay, there are people that went out there and paid the $15 or $20 to watch this, right?
Yeah.
And sit in the freaking chat room and bitch the entire time.
It's like, okay, yeah, you're like, oh my god, this is so not worth it. I'm like, you're the one that paid for this.
Yeah.
You came for this.
Yeah, right? Yes. It's like, oh, come on, I don't know how do we have an actual link to the stream? Stream URL. Copy. Boom. And then I will put this in the chat in there, right?
Yeah.
And boom. So we do have a link in the Dark Zone chat room to come and talk to us. So if you guys are out there in the Dark Zone and are kind of pissed off that there's nothing really going on, come here and vent.
Yeah.
We would love to talk to you guys here tonight. We do have some people out there, so welcome. But okay. Vanessa H says, Vanessa H. Hey, it's our co-host, Vanessa H.
Yeah.
How do you think she did on your slogan at the end of the show?
Could have done better. Could have done better. Could have done way better.
But yeah, for $15, okay, I feel I got my $15 worth just today alone. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is okay. Like the first couple hours I watched it was kind of like,
Well, what was happening though is that it was just nothing but interviews the entire time.
Exactly. They didn't go out and investigate, and then they started investigating. We're like, oh dang, that is pretty cool, And then I love how you can switch to different rooms.
Oh yeah, that is really cool. And how did you describe it? It was like living a real life Five Nights at Freddy's.
It's like playing the Five Nights at Freddy game, but in like real life. It's so cool.
Yeah. So to line this up for you guys, if you guys are just tuning in and aren't aware of what's happening on the Dark Zone, where they are doing a live streaming of the Conjuring House. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Conjuring House. Sean Elliott in the chat said, I had a blast watching all day. I'm loving the format.
Yeah, the format is awesome.
The format is really cool. I wish they would do something a little bit more with the chat. The chat gets out of hand. But evidently, you're not there to read the chat, but that chat gets distracting.
Plus, some of this chat, right, tells you like things that you don't see.
Yeah. Then they're like, oh, there's something on camera 5. So you like quickly switch over to camera 5, and you're like, whoa, something's going on there. Like tonight, we saw some orb action. I'm not a huge fan on orbs, because it could be dust particles, could be bugs. But that one point when they were doing what were they doing? They were doing EVPs or something?
Spirit box, I want to
say.
Oh,
yeah, they were doing a spirit box in the library tonight, right before they closed up shop. There was an orb that went from the wife, and it kind of hovered around her, and then kind of did like a circle, and then kind of just sat there for a second and disappeared in that guy's foot.
Yeah, because like we were like, dude, that's really bright, and we thought it was a bug because it stood there for a little bit. We're like, oh, dude, it's a bug, and then got to the dude's foot, and it just disappeared. We're like, did that just happen?
Yeah, right. That was probably our biggest whoa moment of the night,
dude. It gave us goosebumps and everything, dude.
Because we have a computer set up here where we have dual monitors, and that's basically what we were doing all day. It's kind of watching on a dual monitors. But it got towards the night, and it's like, ooh, we're going to do some investigation stuff now. So we threw it on the big screen TV, blew it up, and we were just seeing everything.
Yeah, dude. It was like, boom, boom, boom.
There is a camera, what's that middle one? Camera 8?
Camera 8.
Camera 8, I felt, had the most activity.
Yeah, that dining room, the smaller dining room with the 3 chairs and the 1 table, it was so active. The camera was moving. You saw shadows. You saw orbs. You saw everything. Stuff knocking off things. I'm like, dude,
yeah.
what?
And hopefully they go back and review this, because I think there is something that kept kind of poking its head or arm around that was a fireplace that's on the left side of that camera or of the room, and it's kind of like there was like a shadowy thing on the floor. Whoa, Kim Myers in the chat says, great setup, you guys. Thank you very much.
It's Kim Mayas or Mayas. Because there's no R.
Oh. Well, dude, that's so small.
Yeah, you can't read it. I'm sorry if we mess up you guys' names. We can't read.
I am blind here. But yes, our setup is really awesome. We even have an actual human skull. This is Martha.
Yeah.
So let us introduce, if you guys are new to the show, this is Martha. She is an actual human skull. That's how we roll around here at Ghost Freaking Talking.
I guess that's exactly what we do.
But right in the chat right now, because we have the stream open and we're still watching the cameras a little bit, and everyone's like, oh, there's more orbs in camera 8.
Okay, but I will have to say, at first you saw a couple orbs and everything like that, right? Mm-hmm. And then it became nighttime, and then you saw more of it. So we kept thinking it was bugs, especially in the library, since the thing was by the window and everything, window bugs and everything like that. And then like he ripped off the plastic, and then all these bugs and dust went everywhere. Like, okay, this has just messed it up for a little bit at least.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But that's another thing is that, okay, these guys have owned this house for how long? A few months now. And they've had to gone and investigated this house a few times, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't they know that there's going to be some kind of interference from the plastic on the windows to remove the freaking plastic off the windows before they do this huge ass event?
Yeah.
Instead of waiting till
the last minute
here. So then they just stir up all this dust, and so you're having nothing but dust on the cameras. But all day long there was a noise coming out of the library, which sounded like papers shuffling, like somebody's like flipping through like a book or something, right?
Yeah, and at first we were like, oh my god, what is that sound and everything, and you brought it to my attention. I was like, dude, that sounds like someone's in there, right? And then I was like sitting there trying to debunk it. I'm like, because that's what you have to do. You have to debunk it, just to, because there's skeptics in the world that you have to like please. But then I'm just sitting there. I'm like, dude, there's plastic right there.
Right? Yeah. So we debunked it as being some kind of like air going through that plastic, kind of flipping through that plastic, going.
Especially because if you have plastic and wind, it sounds like paper. Somebody turning a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So
So that got debunked pretty easily. But why the hell did it take them that long to figure out to take that plastic off? Because people were saying this in the chat all day long. So obviously nobody is actually monitoring the chat at any time.
yeah.
Well, you could actually tell by all the. Man, you have to really invest $15 to $20 to get in there and post your porn links, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that $15 investment to get people to go out and buy your porn videos on a freaking spooky live feeds.
We have a comment. I heard clear footsteps in the center bedroom earlier today. Everyone was downstairs for sure. I kept checking to make sure I wasn't cray.
Yep. We heard that a few times.
The center bedroom, right? There.
Yeah, you don't. There hasn't been too much activity up there.
No, like the I want to say the cam 1 and cam 2, the center bedrooms, and then those never did anything. Same thing with the kitchen.
Yeah, that kitchen throws me off because they have like a black plastic on the kitchen window, and you can constantly see like a glare on so it kind of catches your eye and takes your attention off of the other videos.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen anything out of the kitchen. I have not seen anything on camera 1 or camera 2. But the other cameras have had at least something in it. You caught it though. There was a camera actually moving in camera 8.
Yeah. Camera 8, the kitchen.
No, it wasn't camera 8. It was the main camera for that.
Yeah, the main
Dining room.
Yeah, the main camera for the dining room, right? Mm-hmm. You saw I believe it was an orb or a shadow. I don't remember which one which. And then you saw the camera move. I forgot it was 3 people, the girl and 2 guys. They walked in because we kept hearing noises. I'm like, oh, so it must be them. They all went up to the separate rooms. And then you could tell from the multi-view, right, that no one was in that room to begin with. You saw the camera shift. Like, it was noticeable shift, but it wasn't huge shift. And then everyone was in a separate room. Like, everybody that was viewing it was in a separate room because the dude was live and everything on that camera and doing a EVP recording or something like that. Mm-hmm. But then I was like, dude, did anyone else see that? And then more people kept going in, and then they saw the camera. Everyone was like, is the camera moving or is that just me? I'm like, because the camera still was like a little bit moving at a time and no one was there. And it freaked me out, and it was so cool and everything.
Yeah. So then I got the idea. So let's multitask these windows to where we could watch that camera 8 watching that camera, the main camera. And since then, it never moved again, so we couldn't see if the actual camera was moving or not.
Yeah, but you still caught like orbs and footsteps and everything in there. That dining room, man, that is the hot spot. People say it's the library. No, it's the dining room.
The dining room. The dining room has had a lot of our attention. And last night they were doing a live interview stream, and they had a shadow figure, and one of their REM pods fell off. So that was pretty good, right off the bat. So that's my activity room is camera 8. That's my favorite camera as of right now.
Same. The dining room's always caught me.
What do we got here in the chat? It says, are you guys staying up late tonight to try to catch something? I will, just because I'm kind of amped up for it and see what else we can find tonight. Plus, right now is the prime time because there is nobody in the house. I think that last guy that was just kind of walking around like a dumbass for a little bit. I think he is finally gone, and the house is ours. Then Vanessa H says, are you going to watch at 3:07 a.m.? What time zone is it in? They are Eastern, so it would be 2:07 our time, because that's when the clock would stop and everything, or whatnot in the movies. Well, we got Kim says that's the plastic room, and then so much coffee, Vanessa, not giving up. And Vanessa then replies back with, you won't be the only one. So yeah, I think I do believe at one point they said that they're going to cut the stream to actually recycle the camera, whatever's
Camera batteries.
the batteries or whatnot. So I think we might lose feed for a little bit, but hopefully it's not during that time.
And there's actually a lot of cool people in this chat, like that like timestamp it when they hear something. They timestamp it or put it in chat and be like, "Yo, this happened at this time and everything." Those people deserve an award.
yeah. Not all heroes wear capes.
Exactly.
Right?
Not all heroes wear capes.
The guy was cracking me up walking around with his phone. It's like, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, it's like, dude, what are you doing? Stop playing Pokemon Go in his house.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there. Come on. He's playing the Conjuring. He's trying to catch the Conjuring Pokemon.
Oh, he's playing Lego Hid Inside.
Lego, yeah, he's
he's
playing Lego
gonna go
Hid
get that ghost.
But right now the house is empty, ladies and gentlemen. The house is ours.
Oh, the one time that scared the crap out of all of us. We thought it was a cool thing, the chandelier. I don't know if anyone else saw that.
Okay, we didn't have a timestamp for it because we were kind of watching it on TV, so we weren't near the chat or anything.
Plus, we kind of crapped our pants after that. So
there was an orb that shot on, what is that, camera 7? What is?
Camera 7, yes.
Yeah, camera 7 that has a chandelier and this long table. Like an orb shot by that chandelier. It was a bright one too.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden that chandelier started rocking. And so
it wasn't like a big swoosh.
No.
You could barely see it, like
started
moving.
Yep. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I have to go back to the chat because there are people bitching all day long. They're like, well, I paid $15 for this. I need my money back. What the fuck did you think you were signing up for?
First of all, you have a whole week. And then now you're like, oh my God, these ghosts aren't dancing in front of me like I said they were.
That's the thing with me, is that people, I get it. Get your hard, worked money or whatever. You worked hard for your money. You want to relax, pay your $15 or $20, whatever. And it's like people want instant gratification. We weren't even 2 seconds into the live stream and people wanted their money back because they weren't seeing ghosts. It's not like you're going to fucking SeaWorld. And,
you're not going to SeaWorld.
And what the fuck is that whale's name? Shamu. Shamu's not going to, have a show like at every 5 to 10 minutes where he's going to be jumping out of the water, getting you all wet and stuff. We're not having that here at the Conjuring House. I have sat at investigations, right?
Oh, did you see that?
What's that?
KM9. I don't know if anyone else see that. But like on the corner of the screen, it just shot down. That was pretty bright too.
But going back to what I'm saying, dude, you interrupted me, man.
I'm sorry. I thought it was pretty cool.
No, it's all right. People, I've sat at investigations, right? That nothing happens all fucking night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Vanessa says no ghost on demand. What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. No, that's not how it works. I've sat at investigations all night long where nothing happens. You go and review the footage, nothing fucking happens.
Exactly, because guess what? Ghosts are technically still humans. They still have our personalities, and they don't want to be on camera. They don't want to be on camera.
Yeah. So if they're shy, they're just not gonna make themselves known. Plus, you gotta think, there's 3,000 people, I think they said at one point, were watching these streams today.
That's a big.
Yeah, that's a lot of people, and so I don't get the people that came in here thinking that they were going to get a repeat of the Conjuring movie, where things were just going to be going ape shit the entire time. I think this is going to be a wake up call for people coming in and seeing what it's like to be an actual paranormal investigator, to where you actually have to sit and watch.
It takes so long.
Yes, it's like going fishing, right? Do you think you're gonna go fishing and catch fish the whole fucking time you're there?
Yeah.
Well,
Of course.
how many times have you gone fishing where you haven't fucking caught anything
Dude,
at
that's
all?
so much. I was just joking about that, dude. Like, so much. It's the waiting game.
Yeah.
Robotic sounds box they had towards the end. Oh my god, that was so annoying.
Yeah, I did not like it.
It wasn't relative.
No, I did not like it. It gave me a headache for one.
Yeah.
And you know, people are gonna probably slam on me because I'm going to say I am a huge fan of the Iobolus, which is, you know, the
Yeah.
phonics generator.
Yeah, I can see why people.
But this was just like, it was like
I don't understand what it did. Like, the thing, was it supposed to, like, sound out letters? Was it supposed to say the words? Was it just, like, you
I don't
use
know.
different frequencies? Like,
I don't know.
I don't get it.
But they did throughout the day. They had a couple really good EVPs where they were down in the basement, and yeah, I forget the question that he proposed, but he was like, you know, can we talk to the ghosts that are here today? And as soon as he said that, the EVP went, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like clear as, you know, you and me talking here. He asked that question, and you didn't hear it, you know, live, but when he played the playback, it goes, yeah, or yep.
Yep.
And then they had another EVP when they were in the library tonight, talking about Jim referencing somebody else or something like that.
Yeah. It's like, go talk to Jim. Or,
Yeah, go talk to Jim. Kim says, yeah, those went well.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, Kim? You were there watching it. Let us know what you thought of it. Was it annoying to you? I don't know. I don't like it. It just seemed very general, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was stupid.
Yeah.
It's nothing that I would go and invest money in and bring it to an investigation of ours.
See, the spirit box that we got is fine. You know, it gets the job done. It's not annoying. I mean, it's a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, the fourth chair.
The fourth chair. What fourth chair are you talking about?
Are we talking about the basement?
The basement?
The fourth chair moving.
Oh yeah, because like I told you earlier.
Yeah,
that
I wasn't there for this because I was too busy doing stuff.
The two chairs were sitting straight across from each other, and then at one point I looked back. No one had been down in the basement, but the chair was tilted out to where it wasn't pointing straight at the other chair either.
Okay, the basement was like, can we just say the basement was
Yeah.
Like-
I was very disappointed. Most fucking basements are scary as hell, right? And we're sitting here looking at this basement right now. It's nasty looking,
Yeah.
but there's nothing happening down there.
There were the fourth chair they pushed over.
Yeah,
because the one dude was investigating, and then I believe he sat down or something like that.
Andrew Mott said he aced the speaker box.
Yeah.
At one point, they flipped on one of their spirit boxes, right? And it scared the living shit out of us.
Oh yeah, dude. I was like, what?
Because we were just kind of, milling around doing our own thing, and they were getting set up to do the spirit boxes. And
See, people are saying there's knocking sound in the dining room. The dining room, bro.
Yep.
I'm telling you, bro.
yeah, the dining room is where the money's at. So we don't have the sound on right now, but because we just have the multi-camera system up, so we're kind of keeping an eye on that. Okay. I've been looking for that all day.
Yeah.
About the chair.
Yeah.
I love the spirit box. I love our spirit box. We have the SB11.
Yeah.
Which is the dual radios that go, and you can sweep it one way and sweep it the other way, so you get nothing but white noise.
Yeah, and it's not annoying sometimes.
And it annoyed me today when they were doing the spirit box session up there in the central bedroom. They were actually getting replies on it, and the fucker kept trying to mess with the antenna or something. I'm like, dude, it is fucking working right now. Leave it the fuck alone and let it do its thing, right?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, why do you need to touch it? It's going good.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. Hell, they must be pretty good investigators to go out and buy the fucking Conjuring house to begin with.
Yeah.
But their techniques that they were using in their investigation, I get it. It's not like a normal investigation, but just let it ride, man. They had like short attention spans with those spirit boxes.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not like you're gonna turn it on and it's just gonna speak right away. I've had it to where I'll sit it out for 15 to 20 minutes, and within that 15, like at minute 15, all of a sudden it'll be like blah, 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 blah. So it's all about wait and see, man.
Oh, and then also, you know what really made me mad? They stuck in just a one room. Like, you hear, because the REM pods went off a couple of times, like in separate rooms, and they're like, oh, what's that noise? No, let's just get back to this. Go investigate it.
Right?
It's not in that room, apparently, because it's going over in that room.
I've noticed that too, man, because we were a few times tonight where we were watching the cameras, and we seen an orb or whatever, and it like set off the REM pods, and they're like sitting in the library like,
the ghost is over there, but I'm going to stay in here.
Let's stay in here.
Like, dude, no, go investigate that crap.
The only thing I can think of is that the camera guy was set up sitting down. They want to keep it on camera.
And then they also had their
schedule to keep, and their special guests.
Yeah.
And, I forgot what her name was, but she was annoying. I love Andrea, the older daughter that used to live in the house. She was a special guest earlier, and she was giving some really good insight when they were doing the house tour and telling about stuff that happened that never made it into the movie, or what the movie said it was, but how it really happened and stuff like that. And people fucking complained about that in the chat. They're like, does this lady ever shut up? I'm like, you are getting prime stuff here, people. I'm like, you'll probably have to pay $20, $30, $50 to go to a paranormal convention to get this kind of, insight,
Yeah.
So for $15, people need to stop fucking complaining about how this is going. Did the camera shift in this room?
That's what it looks like.
I don't know if they hit the camera, but this is a different camera position in the dining room.
I just went to the dining room because people were like, dude, the door is being opened, and like, I'm like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't even look like it's been opened.
No, it's latched.
It's latched.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if it unlatched.
Yes, if it unlatched, I would be like, hallelujah, we've got some evidence here.
Yeah, and then everyone's saying, oh, there's tapping and tapping.
No. All right, here's another thing I have to complain about right now about it is they have dogs,
Yeah.
here.
Why would you bring dogs?
Why would you bring your dogs to this investigation? Because there's one thing when I go to investigations, and if that family has a pet, like a dog, something that's going to be extra noisy, we ask them to find a home for that dog for that evening. Otherwise, you're going to contaminate your stuff.
It sounds like it though. The latching thing.
Really? All right. We're being really quiet now. We're trying to. It sounds like doors opening and chairs dragging. I can hear that, but see nothing. Ooh. So maybe that's more residual than actual happening.
Yeah.
Some residual sounds in the house. Because Yeah, you got to figure that this house has been around for a long time.
A very long time.
And there's got to be a lot of timestamps within this house that are just going to have to replay over and over and over again through its lifetime. But yeah, so yeah, we thought we would hop on tonight and give a little bit of what was going on at the Conjuring. Oh, I just heard it. Yeah, there's something rattling in there. So what we're going to do is we're probably going to go leave you guys for the evening, where we're going to go and probably watch this for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
And we will check in again probably sometime this week to see how are you guys still handling the Conjuring house, the Dark Zone.
Even though we gave it a lot of bad crap about like what was bad about it and everything like that, but it's really freaking cool.
And I will have to say, because my biggest fear going into this was that they were going to fake stuff to make it seem really cool, kind of, make it Hollywood, because, in the end, this is entertainment, right?
Yeah.
But don't make it fake entertainment. Make it real. Make people, if stuff happens, make people really have to think about, is this really happening? This is paranormal stuff. This isn't Hollywood acting. Kim says, yay, thanks guys. It's super fun. Yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully we have a new fan. But yeah, now that somebody's saying that dragging on the floor in the chat room.
Call the Winchesters.
Call the Winchesters. Sam and Dean, please help us. But yeah, so we will tune in with you guys later this week to see how you guys are still holding up with this. All right, guys, so we are Ghost Freaking Talking here on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. So if you guys are on iTunes, make sure to give us a 4 or 5 star, 6 star, 769 star rating on there. And that way it gets out there to the rest of the world. And make sure to hit that subscription button, or notification bell on YouTube.
Yeah.
So when new videos and stuff come up, you'll be the first one to know. All right, guys. So thank you again for this live special for Ghost Freaking Talking for the Conjuring House live on the Dark Zone.
Yeah, the Dark Zone.
All right, guys. So we will see you on the other side. And as always, wait, no, hold on.
Everyone has a story to tell.
And also, if you guys do have your very own ghost stories, write them to
ghostft@yahoo.com.
ghostft@yahoo.com. That will go to our email, and we will read your personal stories right here on the podcast. All right, guys. I am Nick.
I am Trent.
And as always,
everyone has a story to tell.
You already said that.
I wanted to show Vanessa that I do it better.
Okay. And as always, ladies and gentlemen,
spooky.
You can't say my line. That's my line. Stay spooky. All right, guys. See ya.